in the first game.
Well, no. I guess you know how many players out that Springdale have.
Over 100.
I'm sure it's at least that, and quality players. Stuttgart certainly has quality players, but not the numbers. But you look at Stuttgart's starting 22, they are a solid 4A football team.
Numbers and helmets. That's how they'll be decked out tonight. Pulaski Academy's captains are meeting at center field with Stuttgart's captains. We're going to have the coin flip. And let's see who wins the toss. And most times, whoever wins likes to defer. We'll see if that's the case right here. They're talking it over with Pulaski Academy.
And, Rick, you talked about the Stuttgart fans, a strong contingent of Rice Bird fans following their team tonight. We talked about the tradition. They expect winning football, and they expect it to continue here tonight in Little Rock.
Stuttgart has won the toss and elected to receive. You don't see that happen. Springdale got into Pulaski Academy territory very quickly, and it was suffocating field position all night for the Bruins. In fact, they never snapped the ball outside their own 45-yard line because of the defense that Springdale played.
And Rick, you mentioned the decision to take the ball. Stuttgart feels like that two things have to happen. Pulaski Academy's offense is so potent, they can score points at will. That's their history and tradition. They feel like they have to get the football early, control the clock, run the clock, and keep that Bruin offense off the field, and at the same time score points. If they feel like if they can get ahead of the Bruins, it will really make it tough for Pulaski Academy to compete tonight.
Both teams look energized as they come onto the field. It's the #1 team in 4A, Stuttgart, and they come roaring out from the our end zone to our left. Pulaski Academy jumping up and down as they come out of the side. Lugs is set to kick off from the 40-yard line, and he kicks it down the middle of the field. Rogers comes charging up and catches it at the 15. He's over the 20 quickly, and he's got a seam and one man to beat. Lugs is blocked. Here comes another block, and finally Rogers is tackled at the 30-yard line of Pulaski Academy. That was...
Again, their goal is to get on the scoreboard first. They've got tremendous field position now to put some points on the board.
Actually, at the Pulaski Academy 29-yard line. And the quarterback, as we told you, is Brad Holt. He's got a single back behind him. 3 wide receivers split left, 1 split right. He throws the ball behind the line of scrimmage. It's caught, and so is the ball carrier. That's Green making the tackle. He's the highly regarded defensive back, running back. Morgan McDonald made that catch, and Stuttgart picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Just a little out.
Stuttgart opened with 4 wideouts. Now they run with a full house backfield. Holt is the quarterback. They've got 2 blocking backs. They hand to the tailback, and he's not going to get very much. He got about 3 yards before he gets stacked up. That ball carrier is Brandon Cunningham, and he gets about 3 yards, and he's met by a 2-yard position nightmare in its first game. They're trying to escape one early in this game as Stuttgart has 3rd down and 4 from the Pulaski Academy 23. The pitch goes to Cunningham. He needs a block, and he doesn't get it. He's tackled before he can get the first down. He needed to go to the 19. He got close to the 20.
Pitch sweep to Cunningham. Great pursuit.
Academy 20-yard line. The kickoff return went all the way to the 29. Now they need to make the 19 for a first down. Straight ahead handoff, and he didn't make it. I don't think he made it. Pulaski Academy was right there to make the stop on Phillips. Phillips tried to go over the left guard and is going to be very close, and the measurement will tell us.
You're right, Rick. It's going to be very close. If he makes it, it's by the length of a football, but you got to give a lot of credit to this PA defense. Rick, they don't get a lot of credit. Pulaski Academy is known for scoring points and scoring points in bunches, but this defense has come out with a big lick, I believe, that time by linebacker number 31 for Pulaski Academy. That's Matt Stoltz, the highly regarded linebacker at 6'3", 237-pound senior, sticking it there. Great penetration by Stuttgart. However, they pick up the first down.
At first, it looked like Phillips was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. His second surge got him to head, and once again, they line up with 2 blocking backs behind the quarterback, Holt. Cunningham is the deep man in the backfield for Stuttgart. One wide left, one wide right. They run the pitch sweep to the left side. Cunningham's through. He scores a touchdown, but they'll call it back as flags are all over the field. And as soon as he made his cut, the flags flew, so you've got to believe that was either holding.
They're on the island by himself, kind of tackled, I believe, John Aaron Reeves playing the cornerback position for Pulaski Academy. So this was going to come back, but it was so well executed except for that one mistake.
He'll end up getting 1 yard on the play. That accounts for the rushing yard. 1 yard and then a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to be first down, and he gets a yard for the carry and then a 10-yard penalty. Holt still the quarterback. This time they pitch it to the right. Cunningham, not much room to run, and he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit. Green came from his secondary position down in 20 for Stuttgart. Once again, a full house backfield. Wide receivers right and left. Holt drops, throws. The defender fell down. The ball was caught at the 20-yard line, I believe. Pulaski Academy is trying to say he didn't catch the ball. The official says he did. That's McDonald. Now they say he didn't. It's incomplete. Now, Stuttgart lines up in the shotgun. Holt's back. He's looking deep. He throws it down the middle, and almost a sensational catch by Rogers, the same man that returned the kickoff. He was reaching behind him with one hand, and he all on a wet field. Back goes Holt. He's looking for one receiver. He floats it up there. Pulaski Academy had it well covered, and the ball is overthrown. Once again, he was looking for McDonald, who he nearly hit earlier. That's incomplete, and how about that drive? Stuttgart had the ball for
that they can battle this Stuttgart offensive line.
Adam Thrash is in a single back situation. Back there is the quarterback. He's got 3 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Thrash had a miserable day against Springdale. You've got to believe he'll do much better tonight. He throws a pass on first down. It's caught. It would have been a first down. There's a flag down in the Pulaski Academy backfield, and that's usually not a good sign for the offense. But Thrash put that ball right on the money.
It's going to be an interesting call. Pulaski Academy spreads the field, and looks like the penalty will last year in this ball game defensively for Stuttgart. A picture-perfect way to stop the spread offense. Just if you have the talent, as they do with Helms, to rush 2, maybe 3 people and drop the rest into coverage, you really make it tough on that spread offense, especially if you can still get pressure on the quarterback. We'll see if Stuttgart can do that tonight.
2 very wide to the right, 2 short wide to the left on a short field over there. Green's the back. Thrash runs the quarterback draw. He eludes a couple tacklers. He gets up over the 30-yard line and makes it all the way to the 35-yard line. And when you line
by Thrash, setting the tone with his toughness.
It's second down and a long 4 yards from the 35-yard line of Pulaski Academy. The ball is past the stripe of the 34, so Thrash gets 11 yards on that play. Second down for the Bruins. This is their first possession of the night. He's rolling to his right. He's looking for a receiver. There's nobody open, but he got some running room. He's up over the 40, and this time he plays an NFL quarterback, goes to his knees, but not before he picks up a first.
Courage on that last play, and his intelligence that time as he saw the defenders coming, he got down on the ground. Thrash's ability to run this year could take him to the college level as a prospect. He is coming out demonstrating his ability to run the football. If he can do that successfully, it'll be awfully tough.
43.5, we'll call it the 44. Green is the back with him. A man goes in motion. 3 now wide left, 1 wide right. Green takes the handoff over left guard. Not much running room. He gets a couple to the 46-yard line.
Dead in his tracks for a short gain.
A short 3 yards on that play. We'll call it the 47-yard line of Pulaski Academy. It's second down and 7. Green's in the backfield. He takes the handoff again, and he is wrestled to the ground quite quickly by a couple of Ricebird tacklers at about the 4th.
In the backfield to stop Green from a little gain.
5:47 to go in the first quarter. No score so far. Thrash back there by himself. He retreats. 3-man rush for Stuttgart. Here's a throw over the defense's outstretched hands, and it's going to be complete. I believe that was Reese who caught the ball at the 40-yard line. He did. He's the son of John Reese, who played wide receiver for the Hogs back in the late 60s, and he makes that catch, and Pulaski Academy is in Stuttgart territory at the 40. That's a pickup of 16.
Just a slight rolling pocket to the left. Thrash puts it on the money to Reeves. Reeves actually is playing this game and has been playing with a slightly fractured back. So he showed his toughness to run that route, got the ball in, and was hit instantly, jumps up. He's okay, though.
Playing both ways for Pulaski Academy. They have several players that do that. Now 3 wide right with Green the widest. 2 wide left. Pulaski Academy in Stuttgart territory at the 40-yard line. And now Thrash wants to change the play. The coaches signal a different play. The play clock is down to 4. Still plenty of time to get it snapped. Thrash is back. He's looking deep. Nobody breaks open. Now he's rolling to his right, and he throws to Reese, who breaks open. He had 2 receivers in the same area. He had 2 receivers right there in the same area. Reese was...
Big play by Thrash as he simply rolls the pocket, just buys a little time. He was getting pressure from Trip Morgan that time. Trip Morgan's a 6'3", 265-pound senior, but presence of mind by Thrash, not to panic, just roll a little bit to his right, bought time for his receiver to get open, and puts the ball on the money for a huge gain for the Bruins.
That was Trevor Gillette. He picks up 19 yards on the play. Actually, more than that. The ball's at the 17, so a pickup of 23 yards for Pulaski Academy, and the Bruin offense looks much sharper than it did in the opener as they've marched from their 29-yard line to the Stuttgart 17. You heard Kevin Kelly before the game talking about last year. Pulaski Academy got inside the Stuttgart 25 times without scoring. Thrash throws it quickly to Reese. He cuts inside, 15, inside the 10, and all the way to the 8-yard line. A quick toss by Thrash to Reese at Pixard line. First down for Pulaski Academy. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. No score so far. Thrash has marched his team from his own 29 to the Stuttgart 7-yard line. Now the ball is snapped directly to Green with Thrash as a lead blocker. Stuttgart with a couple of tacklers drops Green. They've got a blocking back with them. Green is the deep man in the eye. Pulaski Academy 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Thrash hands it to Green. He follows his blocker. He doesn't get in. He gets about 2 yards, maybe 3. He's down to the 2-yard line, and that'll be Green again, the deep back for PA. They've got a blocking back ahead of him. Newell is number 11. Thrash fakes it. He's going to throw into the corner of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown to Reese, and Pulaski Academy draws the first blood in this football game as Thrash throws to Reese. A 2-yard touchdown with 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Pulaski Academy is on the board.
The naked bootleg to the left side of the field by Thrash. Run pass option. He was able to spot Reese on an out route in the end zone and put the ball on the money.
Count all the yardage because they were penalized on the first play of the drive, but officially they marched 71 yards, and Pulaski Academy's going to go for 2. Thrash takes the snap, and he's rolling to his right. He wants to run. He throws it, and it's going to be caught. It is caught for a 2-point play for Pulaski. Point try, and Pulaski Academy makes it 8-0. 2:36 to go first quarter. Pulaski Academy up 8-0. We're back right after this.
Hey, you got Taco Bell. Is that a new spicy chicken burrito?
Yeah.
Only $1.29, right? Shredded chicken. I had one yesterday. What do you think?
About what?
The burrito. You like it?
Jonathan Lugs will kick it off, and he's going to kick a high kick just over that line of scrimmage. That's a live ball. Stuttgart comes up with it at about the 36-yard line, and still plowing forward is to the 47-yard line. So Stuttgart starts with good field position, not as good as they had the first time. They hand the ball straight ahead to the fullback. Not much. Icebirds face a 7-0 deficit with 1:55 to go, and they hit Boyd right as he was pitching the ball. It's loose, and Pulaski Academy comes up with it at the Stuttgart 41-yard line.
Oh, tremendous penetration by the Bruin defensive line, especially number 11, Stephen Newell. Newell's a sub.
Cunningham fighting for that ball, and he had a bad angle to get it. Pulaski Academy had 3 around it. They recovered at the Stuttgart 41-yard line. It'll be first down from the Stuttgart 41. That's the first turnover. Last week, Pulaski Academy had 5 turnovers. Stuttgart had 4. And it's tough to win when you throw the ball away. Thrash is back there with Green. They're at the Stuttgart 41-yard line. Stuttgart is blitzing. A little toss to Green in the flat. He's up over the 40. He's a 35. He's showing his speed. He's inside the 30. Down to the Stuttgart 27-yard line. High school game of the week. Pulaski Academy at the 27-yard line. of Stuttgart. First down after that toss to Green. Thrash is in the backfield by himself. He's rolling to his right. He's got 3 receivers to pick from. There's a flag down. Thrash is running. He's tackled at the 18-yard line. Before we tell you what the flag is, let's pause 10 seconds. Well, we're not going to pause 10 seconds. We're just going to tell you that you are...
I mean, interesting set. They never get in the huddle. They actually just kind of line up the line and look at the coaching staff. The coaching staff calls the play from the sideline on almost every play.
Thrash is by himself. He's got 4 receivers wide right. He has just 1 to the left. Overloading right side. Thrash goes back, and he's looking right. Now he looks back to the left. He's pressured. He's going to throw. Now he tucks it and runs. He ducks down low and gets down to about the 28. That in the first period. Pulaski Academy moving from your left to your right on your radio dial toward their end zone building. Green is in the backfield. Here comes Stuttgart pressure. They hand it to Green, and they might as well have just handed it off to the Stuttgart defender. Welcome back to the Taco Bell High School Game of the Week. You're listening to 103.7. Marcus Elliott here along with Rick Schaefer. We're bringing you the play-by-play field. Right now it's 3rd down and 15, so they don't have to pick up the whole thing to go for it on 4th down. Thrash is back there by himself. 3 wide left, 2 wide right. Good protection by the Pulaski Academy line. Thrash throws for Reese, and he almost made a diving catch at the 5-yard line. Stuttgart had 2 defenders, one coming from his right, one from his left. Reese was trying to concentrate on the ball, made a diving attempt, and couldn't quite come up with it.
Great protection by that Bruin offensive line as Thrash just sat in the pocket, had plenty of time to let that post pattern develop by Reese. I'm sure Reese will go back to the huddle and say, quarterback, what are you trying to do? Get me killed, as 2 Ricebirds were converging on Reese. Reese couldn't come up with the ball, but I think wisely got down quickly before he became a Ricebird sandwich.
They threw that ball right in the heart of Stuttgart's zone, and 2 defenders got there about the time the ball and Reese did, but incomplete. It's 4th down. Pulaski Academy goes for it at the Stuttgart 33. Good protection, 3-man rush. Thrash is throwing deep for Reese. It's overthrown, and it's going to be incomplete. They throw a flag. They throw a flag at the 1-yard line, and it's a superfluous penalty if it's against PA. If they're throwing an offensive interference, if it's defensive interference, you'd have to say that ball was overthrown, and Reese was 18-yard line. That was on 4th and 15. It was a 15-yard penalty. An automatic 1st down goes with pass interference. The ball is handed to Green. He tries the right side, and he gets nothing, and Stuttgart is right there, although Green's still fighting. He fought off 2 tacklers, a 3rd tackler. It took a 4th and a 5th to finally get him down. That's one of them of the game. And Pulaski Academy puts a blocking back there with Thrash. Now nobody back there with Thrash. Here comes pressure. He set up the screen, and it's caught by Reese. He's got some blocking in front of him. It looks like he's going to get a 1st down inside the 10-yard line.
Middle screen, excellent call by Coach Kelly. Offensively, just a simple middle screen. Great acting by the offensive line of the Bruins as they collision them, then let them get through. A lot of pressure on Thrash, but he calmly dumps the ball over to Reese.
Down and goal for Pulaski Academy at the Stuttgart 6. This drive was helped tremendously by a pass interference. Thrash is back. He's looking for a receiver in the left side. Nobody open. Now he throws. And the ball, is it caught? It's caught for a touchdown. They wrestled for it in the end zone. That's Reese again. Reese was in the corner of the end zone. Stuttgart had a defender right there. That was Lockwood. They were wrestling for the ball in the corner of the end zone, and Reese came away with it for the touchdown.
Well, terrific throw and a terrific catch as Thrash simply drilled the bullet low and hard to the outside. Reese goes down, brings it up. He's got tremendous hands, runs great routes, but a tremendous decision by Thrash. He had the option of trying to run it in, made the decision to pull up when he saw Reese and put the ball on the money. Outstanding decision by Thrash. Shows some heat behind that arm.
Thrash is going to try for a 2-point conversion again. It's 14-0 Pulaski Academy. 10:22 to go in the second quarter. Thrash is looking, and he's running right into pursuit and just has to get rid of it. It's intercepted in the end zone. That 2-point try is stopped on an interception, and the clock stops as well. 10 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's Pulaski Academy 14, Stuttgart nothing, and we're back in a moment.
Hey, you got...
Good as it is, has been able to move the ball like this on Stuttgart.
Well, you wonder how they could be shut out in any ball game, let alone 62-0, but certainly Springdale's one of the top teams in the state.
Well, it caved in early on them. There's almost an onside kick. It's caught at the 40 back. Brad Holt. Holt wants to throw it. He flips it behind the line of scrimmage. They've got some blocking and a nice move. Gets away from one tackler and down to the 42-yard line. That's McDonald on one tackler to help him gain extra yardage.
Reminiscent of the PA offense, a little swing pass out to McDonald, puts him one on.
Academy 42, full house backfield. Pitch to Cunningham. He's sweeping left. Here comes a tackler through the line of scrimmage. Cunningham gets only a yard.
Defensively.
Stuttgart lines up with Sims back there in the backfield with Holt. He's rolling to his right. He wants to throw. Good pressure, and the ball flops loose, and Pulaski Academy recovers it. Holt was trying to not throw the football. He was pump faking, and then the ball flew loose, and it was picked up by Pulaski Academy. And the officials are determining whether he was a forward pass. It was actually backfield in motion against not so good for the Rice Birds as Pulaski Academy drove to a touchdown. Here's a little pitch to Green in the backfield. He's up over the 45. There's a flag down. He's still roaring inside the Stuttgart 40 to the 38-yard line.
Are tired of chasing Stephen Green and Adam Thrash. They need a break now.
We look across the field at Stuttgart's squad. They only have a few more players than Pulaski Academy, so depth works to neither's advantage tonight. Thrash is going to run to his right. He flips it to Green. A very dangerous late pitch, and Green's fortunate to hang on and pick up a yard. That was the Greenwood champions. PA with a 14-0 lead, 7:57 to go, and they just drew Stuttgart offside with the cadence. You don't have to make contact. If you cross the line of scrimmage, it's offsides. It's second down and 18 now for Pulaski Academy. Thrash is back. He's buying some time, and he wants to throw it deep, and does for Reese, and he couldn't quite get there, and it was very well defended. As Blake Lockwood was line. Stuttgart goes with a four-man rush this time. They've frequently been rushing with three. Pulaski Academy, 3rd and 18. Thrash is waiting, protected well again. The throw over the middle is almost intercepted, and what a collision. What a collision that time.
Oh, my!
The intended receiver.
Perfect time.
And he was blasted by Rogers.
Oh, my.
And the pass is incomplete. Now, Thrash is the punter for Pulaski Academy. Stuttgart has nobody back. He fumbles the snap and gets a heck of a kickoff. Left-footed, gets the roll. Great field position for Pulaski Academy. And give Thrash credit. He was under fire. That was a low snap. It hit the ground. That Stuttgart has faced. Brad Holt is the quarterback. The Rice Birds start at their own 10-yard line. They line up in the I formation with Cunningham as the deep back. Holt hands the ball to Cunningham. Big hole right side, and he shoots right through it up over the 20-yard line.
Or Cunningham was able to slide through for a nice pickup.
11-yard gain to the Stuttgart 21-yard line. It's first down and 10 for Stuttgart at its own 21-yard line. The ball goes to Cunningham, this time left side. He forgot the football. It's loose on the ground. He didn't forget it. He got popped quickly, and it flew backwards, and I think Stuttgart must have covered it.
Stephen Newell making plays from his linebacker slot.
Second down and 11 for Stuttgart. They fake the ball to Cunningham. The pressure is on. Holt escapes one man. He can't escape them all, though, and he comes down at the 20-yard line. Boyd back in the shotgun formation. Brad Holt, that is, back in the shotgun. Here comes the rush. Pulaski Academy almost intercepts the screen pass. That's Lugs again. They it, but that one fell incomplete.
Pressure on the young quarterback, and defensive linemen always taught, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and try to block the pass. That time Lugs, using his height at 6'4", knocks it down, brings up 4th down for the Rice Birds.
Lugs has been perhaps the best player on the field tonight, blocking on the offensive line and playing very well on the defensive line for Pulaski Academy. Thrash gets a lot of the credit because he's driven his team, but this young man has played well. Stuttgart's going to punt from its own 20-yard line. Reese races up, forgot the football. It hit him, it's loose. They're scrambling for it. Stuttgart had a chance to recover it, and then it bounced right back to Reese. Reese was trying to make a catch on the run. It hit him at about the Stuttgart 45. It dropped at his feet and then went forward. Stuttgart looked like they had the ball, and darned if their defender didn't push the ball right back to Reese, who recovered at the Stuttgart 44. Player, one of the top 2 or 3 players in the state of Arkansas, no doubt about that, and he's playing well tonight too. His team trails by 14 with 5:26 to go in the second quarter. Green in motion toward the line of scrimmage. Thrash is back there by himself. Once again, his line gives him good protection. Now it breaks down. He scrambles around the left side. He's going to pick up yardage inside the 40-yard line. Thrash.
It opens up a whole new aspect, a whole new weapon for this Bruin offense.
And Stuttgart's going to call timeout. Timeout that time. It is second down. Thrash again back there by himself. They keep looking over to head coach Kevin Kelly, who is signaling a play in, and he moves Green. And the play clock is going to be down inside 4 seconds. And in fact, Pulaski Academy is going to have to call timeout. Guy's pride was damaged severely in that first game. Not that losing to Springdale was any disgrace. They're a good football team, but 62-0 will humble you quickly.
Very un-Bruin-like.
Pulaski Academy looks very prepared for tonight's ball game, no doubt about that. Thrash gets out of the way. Green takes the snap, fumbles the football, and that's going to be the first turnover against Pulaski Academy. Stuttgart recovers at its own 30-yard line.
Well,
Green was hit, ball pop.
Powerful offensive line.
Cunningham's the tailback in the I formation for Stuttgart. Holt, the quarterback, on first down. He fakes it to Cunningham. He wants to throw it deep. He's got a man open, and he couldn't quite catch up to the ball. It was well defended. The receiver was...
And company come out throwing the football, but still a lot of time left in this half.
McDaniel's about 6'1". Sadler, the defender, is 5'7". Here comes some razzle-dazzle. Cunningham gets it on a reverse in the backfield, and he gets
pass and make some bad things happen. Porter did it that time.
Third down and 11 for Stuttgart. A little over 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, and a receiver moved before the ball was snapped. Stuttgart's going to be penalized. Well, I didn't see a flag go down, but their receiver, McDonald, was taken off before that ball was snapped. But there's no flag on the field. Well, they call it delay of game. Actually, Stuttgart took too long to snap the ball. Maybe that.
We talk about returning starters, 7 on offense, 7 on defense for PA. A lot of experience returning for them, and we're seeing some determination to go along with that experience tonight.
Holt's a junior. His leading receiver, McDonald, is a junior, so Stuttgart has some eligibility left even after this year. They should be good this year, better next year. There's a toss that's almost intercepted. He put it right in Green's lap, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Just a quick slant pattern. The throw by quarterback's eyes, and Holt will learn, only a junior, to look that receiver off and then throw to the slant.
That ball was thrown right at Green's waist. He got his hands down, couldn't quite hold on to it. And it's fourth down and 15 for Stuttgart. They're forced to punt the ball away. High, wobbly kick. It's going to be let go this time. Reese tried to make a running catch the last time. This time he said, nope, don't think I'm going to do anything dangerous. And the ball rolls dead at the Pulaski Academy 41-yard line. So the Bruins will have 4 minutes and 4 seconds to try and do something else offensively. They come onto the field leading 14-0.
Well, I'm just amazed.
Even though his team trails 14-0. Green's in the backfield with Thrash. 4 minutes and 4 seconds for Pulaski Academy to try to go 59 yards. Green now in motion, back up near the line of scrimmage. Thrash by himself. 4-man rush. He throws the ball behind Reese, and it's incomplete. That play was defended by Cody Rogers.
Out route timing a little off. What you want to do if your receiver is run and dig down 10 to 12 yards. Reese didn't quite get 10 to 12 yards.
Others, including Green, 2 wide to the right. 5 in to protect Thrash. Stuttgart shows a 4-man rush. Quarterback draw. Thrash couldn't quite get past the only guy who had a shot at him for about 10 yards. Now it's third down and about 7 for Pulaski Academy. Thrash wants to throw it quickly. He does to Reese. A tackler is up quickly to meet him. And that play doesn't gain much at all as Kendra Griffin comes up quickly to make the tackle on Reese, and Reese is slow to get up.
Well, Reese is slow to get up. Again, Reese, speaking to his dad, former Razorback John Aaron Reese, senior, playing with a sore back, an injured back, actually a fractured back in some respects, has fought through that back injury through the summer, but still playing. Understand he went to Houston Nuts camp and ran a 4.55 even with a bad back. So that's pretty impressive. He does have a protective garment on his back.
4th and 7, 2:38 to go. Thrash is the punter, but he's lined up in short formation as if the Bruins are going to go for this from their own 44-yard line. They may be about to take a delay of game penalty, or Thrash is going to call timeout before the play clock. Yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he had one of them blocked for a touchdown. His only punt tonight went for 52 yards. He's backing up a little now, and Stuttgart with nobody back, we're guessing Thrash will punt the ball, but we'll see. It's at the 44-yard line of Pulaski Academy. 4th down, 7 yards to go. Pulaski Academy in a punt protection formation, and Thrash is going to punt it. Once again with nobody back, that ball's going to roll. It's a wet field, so it didn't roll that much, but it rolls dead at the 13-yard line, and that's where they start at their own 13-yard line with a first down. They have a fresh back in the game, and he's going to pick up some yardage. That's not Cunningham. That is...
Don't have the game breaker like they had last year in Keith Rich Smith.
Phillips is still the deep back in the I formation. Good penetration by Pulaski Academy, and Phillips gets brought down in a hurry. Well, you can see that Pulaski Academy defense. We are near the end of the first half. There is no moisture falling. It's been nearly a rain-free night once the game has started. A little drizzle when the game started, but not much after that. There's a pitch to McDonald out on the left side, a quick pass, and Pulaski Academy is there quickly. Mix will play at halftime, and they're already on the field waiting for this half to end. It's 3rd down, and they hand the ball to their back. And this time Phillips gets about 5 yards. It's not going to...
1 pound junior. Big kid that can run, makes the play defense.
Taco Bell High School game of the week. And at intermission, it's Pulaski Academy 14, Stuttgart nothing.
There's a dream that lies deep in your heart, says you're one of a kind. It's your moment, time to start. Rise up, be strong. Like the taste of I can't hear you. Taste of originality. That's right. Salutes individuality. Gives life a personality.
Is Seth Borchert. He's a senior kicker. He's the guy that kicked the game-winning field goal last week against Malvern, 13-12. Stuttgart was able to win that game. They're the defending state 4A champions. They've won at least 15 in a row. I don't know how they finished their 2001 season, but they won their 14 games last year and their season opener this year. Pulaski Academy has Green in the middle. Let's see if they kick it to him. Nope, it's going to be Reese on the far side at the 8-yard line. He brings the ball back up to the middle of the field, has some running room, but Stuttgart gets there and knocks him down at the 25-yard line. A 17-yard return for Reese from the 8 to the 25-yard line.
You know, Rick, basketball coaches are fond of saying the first 5 minutes of each half, it will set the tone for that half. I think for Stuttgart's game, defense got to be the catalyst.
Pulaski Academy got 7 first downs and 2 touchdowns on its first 2 possessions. No first downs on the 3 possessions following that, and they turned it over on one of those. Thrash is up under center, and he hands the ball straight ahead. Green breaks 2 tackles at the line of scrimmage, then tried to run back to his left.
Athletic, and that time showed his ability and strength as he slammed Green to the ground.
Ball's at the 26-yard line. Thrash is down under center again. He ran from the shotgun nearly the whole first half. He fakes the ball to 2 different backs. He turned to throw, and the pressure's on, and Stuttgart sacks him. That time, he faked the ball to Green, and he was looking for Jay Thorpe, who was in motion and swinging to Thrash's left, but when he turned back, Stuttgart had a defender right in the wall.
We talked about the defense needing to be the catalyst for Stuttgart. Certainly they've come out, and they are making that happen right now, bringing up 3rd and long.
3rd down and 15 from the 20-yard line. Thrash in the backfield, Green back there with him. Thrash waiting for the play to develop, and that ball slipped out of his hands. He was looking for Reese. Reese was coming down the middle of the field, and Thrash thought he was going to cut toward the sideline, and that ball slipped out of his hands. He was looking for Reese to make his move, and it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Just a mix-up. You never know exactly who should have done what, but a mix-up in the decision-making process. I tell you, Thrash tried to hold on to the ball, almost fumbled. You want to just kind of try to regroup and throw it out of bounds in that case and be safe.
This time, Stuttgart sends Rogers back. They send a couple back. They think Thrash will punt it, and he does. Rogers is going to field it at the 49. He drops it and falls on it at the Pulaski Academy 47. You could see him starting to run before he caught the ball, and you've got to have it in your hands first.
Right back in this ball game.
Brad Holt back in at quarterback for Stuttgart. The ball is at the 47 of Pulaski Academy. He hands to his tailback and a pickup of about 5, and that is Kendra Griffin.
Young offensive lineman as fundamentally sound as Helms is at this stage of his career.
You've called his name a lot on offense and defense. Here's a hand again. Griffin, he escapes one tackler, but not another. Pulaski Academy with some excellent tackling. Green made that stop, and he looked like a road with him in this game. And the first game against Springdale, he's played very well tonight. Here's a hand to Griffin up the middle, and there's no hole. There is absolutely no hole. He was trying to go over left guard, but he was stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and
no gain.
And you talk about the value of that senior last year. We keep mentioning his name, Keith Rich Smith, from that dotting that I position. You got to have great vision. Stuttgart.
Matt Stoltz made that last tackle. It's 4th down and 2. Stuttgart's going to go for it. At the 39, they give it to Griffin. He tiptoes close to that. I say he tiptoes because he got hit pretty quick. He was looking for a hole. Let's see. The spot's going to be critical to whether Stuttgart gets a first down. They did. Griffin picks up a down tonight for Stuttgart. As Marcus said, first in a while. First down at the 36-yard line. They faked the ball. They did give the ball off, and Griffin isn't going to get anywhere. I thought Holt kept that ball, but instead he stuck it in Griffin's stomach. Academy. It's 2nd down and 10. Here's a fake handoff. Holt's going to run a bootleg around the right side. Needs a block. Green knocked the blocker down, but it allowed Holt to sneak inside the 25-yard line. An excellent run by Holt. Sanders was the one shaken up for Pulaski Academy. It's a first down at the 25-yard line. The ball goes to Griffin. Big hole left side. Green takes him down after a gain of 5. The ball popped loose. Did the ground cause the fumble, or did Green cause the fumble? They say the ground caused it, and Stuttgart maintains possession as Griffin blasts his way inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, we talked a lot offensively about this offensive line, and we've talked about Brett Helms and Trip Morgan. Let's give a lot of credit to Jeter Higgins at center. A big hole he blew open that time. Also number 52, Jay Yancey, doing a tremendous job opening holes now for Stuttgart.
Griffin, the third tailback Stuttgart has utilized. He's been the most effective, although he doesn't get much here. He got inside the 9-yard line. Once again, they line up in the I. Griffin is the back. He's going to take it over the right side, and he's going to be very close to the first down, and I think he got it at the 50.
And balance. He has quick feet and great balance, and Stuttgart is taking advantage of it in this drive.
Griffin out, Cunningham in, 4th down and 5 inches to go. The ball to Cunningham, good penetration. It's going to be very close. If he only needed 5 inches, he might have made it. If he needed 7 inches, he didn't. It's very, very close. Drive, and Stuttgart is stopped on its opening drive.
Well, the Stuttgart coaching staff upset about the spot. One of those right foot, left foot spots is marked with the right foot in that case. You're not going to make it. Otherwise, they may have had a chance. But
on to 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Pulaski Academy stops that Stuttgart threat. Cunningham just didn't quite get there. It's 14-0 Pulaski Academy. And now we are past the midway point of the third quarter. Second PA possession of the second half. It's been 4 possessions since PA got a first down. Thrash is back. He's surrounded by pressure, and he's going to go down at the 10-yard line. Stuttgart
get to Thrash.
Loss of 5 back to the 11-yard line. It's 2nd down and 15 for Pulaski Academy. They're back near their own goal line. Thrash takes the snap at his own 5-yard line. He backs up. He's got a man over the middle. He fires that ball. It's going to be complete. but not even up to the first met down marker where they started. Jay Thorpe made that catch.
Decision to take the short pass, bringing up 3rd and long.
3rd down and 11 for Thrash. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Pulaski Academy leading Stuttgart 14-0.
Riceburg's playing a lot of zone now, trying to keep the action underneath.
Thrash is back there by himself. He takes the snap and rolls to his left. He's got a man, Reese, and he makes the catch. He's up over the 30. That's the 1st down for Pulaski Academy at the 31-yard line.
Clutch play by Pulaski Academy. Just a simple roll, moving pocket by the Bruins as Thrash rolls to his left, gives the receiver time to run the out route, puts the ball on the money, and picks up a very big 1st down for Pulaski Academy, although there is a flag on the play.
We haven't seen a gain 17 yards, but instead the Bruins are called for holding, and that brings back a big gain. That would have been Pulaski Academy's first down, and its last.
Defense is starting to take over this game and make some things happen.
Stuttgart drove to the Pulaski Academy 16. They couldn't get any points out of that. Now the ball is marked at the 8-yard line of Pulaski Academy, so that's a 7-yard penalty, and it brings up 3rd down and 18 at the Pulaski Academy 8-yard line. Thrash and Reese had perfect timing on that route. They're going to need even more perfect timing now to pick up this 3rd down. They've got 18 yards to pick up.
Really
They've got to go all the way to their 26-yard line, and they start at the 8. Thrash takes the snap. He's back. He pump fakes. He throws the ball deep. He's got a man open, and it's just over his outstretched hands. He had an open receiver, Travis Gillett. He had a step on the defender, who is Kendra Reed, and the ball was just overthrown. That'll bring up 4th and 18.
Just off his fingertips. And how much confidence, Rick, does that say that Coach Kelly and his staff have?
McDonald. Thrash is going to punt the ball, left-footed. McDonald has the ball go over his head. It rolls all the way back to the Stuttgart 42. He picks it up, and he's going to be whistled down because he signaled fair catch. He signaled fair catch. The ball went sailing over his head. He went back and picked it up. Now, Marcus, once that ball hits the ground, I think it's playable, is it not?
I would think so.
But the official...
A little spicy and really satisfying.
And spicy!
Yeah, but mostly really satisfying.
That's about right. Introducing Taco Bell's new spicy chicken burrito for just $1.29. Packed with shredded chicken, simmered in authentic.
It's at the Pulaski Academy 35-yard line. Green made the interception. A good play on the deep pass by Holt. Now Pulaski Academy snaps it at its own 35, and a whistle.
More than half of the field, so he's so talented and such an effective weapon for the Bruins.
Thrash goes back. He's under pressure. He's looking. He wants to throw. Now he's going to run around the right side, and he picks up 10 yards up to the 40-yard line, and Matt Stoltz is down, and he's holding his knee, and that's not good.
No, Matt of last season, such a talented performer, 6'3", big kid, 230, over 35 pounds. A lot of people felt like he'd be a prospect coming in. It's just could he recover? But he's down now, and that's certainly thoughts and prayers to his family. We hope he's okay.
He went down in a hurry, and you don't know if it was a knee or a cramp, but let's hope it...
Anxiety isn't just about panic attacks. It's about fear. It's about limitations. It's trips not taken, missed events with your children or friends. It's about making excuses for why you can't do things. And it's worry that eats away at your insides. I know what...
The doctors are checking him over, and he's sipping on some Gatorade, and we hope he's all right. On 2nd and 5, Thrash threw the ball into the ground in front of Green, so it's incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and 5 for Pulaski Academy. The Bruins are at their own 40-yard line. 3rd and 5, late in the quarter. Thrash runs the quarterback draw and comes up just short. He slipped. He could have had a first down. He picks up 4.
Last year, as a sophomore, had a great season. Will be coming back as a junior this year.
It's 4th down and 1 from the 44-yard line, and Thrash lines up right behind center. It looks like Pulaski Academy is going to go for it or try and draw Stuttgart off sides. You can see him trying to draw him off sides. Now he hands off to Green, and he is close to the first down, and I think he made it.
It's going to be awfully close, but I think you're right. He just made it, and the official's already signaled.
Green picks up 2 yards. He needed 1. The ball is at the 46-yard line, and it's been a while since PA made a first down. Now they have one at their is back there with him.
Time
on his left side, another man on the right. The fake to one, they give to Green. He's headed for the right flanks, and he uses his speed to get into Stuttgart territory and all the way down to the 45, and flags drop all over the field. Green used his speed to cross the 50, get to the 45 of Stuttgart, but where those flags were thrown, that gain will probably be negated.
Probably negated, probably holding. A lot of times when you see it, blocking the back actually will be the call.
Still playing North Little Rock. If you're curious to know how all those games turned out, the Academy, and it's first down and 13 from the Pulaski Academy 43-yard line. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. This will be the last play of the period unless it's an incomplete pass. Thrash throws it. It's complete to Thorpe, and he's knocked out of bounds at the Stuttgart 38-yard line.
They pick up the first down, and now you look at the body language of the Riceburgs. Doesn't look good right now. Some of the players tired, their hands on their hips. They need a big play. They need a turnover. So you look for your stars, Helms, Morgan, and company to make a play now.
That was a 19-yard gain. It's first down at the Stuttgart 38-yard line. Pulaski Academy hadn't visited Stuttgart territory for a while. Now they're there on first and 10 from the 38-yard line on what will be the last play of the quarter. Thrash fields a fumbled snap, throws it high, and
low snap. Thrash had trouble handling the wet ball, and then when he went to throw, the ball sailed on him, so you got to wonder, you got to be careful. Pulaski Academy always runs this spread offense, and that's a lot of risk in this type of situation. Only 1 second left in the third quarter.
Second down and 10, rather, from the 38-yard line. This will be, for the third time, we tell you, the last play of the third quarter with 1 second to go. Thrash wants to run it. He flips it to Reese. He threw that little shovel pass, and it was incomplete as Reese couldn't hold on. That's the end of the third quarter with a score. Pulaski Academy 14 and Stuttgart nothing.
Pulaski Academy football is grateful to have fine supporters like Reese Development. The staff at Reese Development would like to recognize the senior football class of 2004. Offensive lineman Zach Pate, Matt Graves and Luke Porter. Linebackers Matt Stoles and Ben Cargill. Receiver and cornerback John Aaron Reese. Reese Development, the leader in developing retail and office space in Central Arkansas. Call 223-9298. That's 223-9298. Reese Development says, go Bruins, go.
Here on 103.7 after ARSN leaves the air. A long, good, entertaining day of football tomorrow. Starts at 9:30. And by the time we leave the air tomorrow night, Marcus, it'll probably be about 5 o'clock. That's a lot of football on the air.
A lot of football. A great game tomorrow. Great showdown.
Third down and 10. Thrash rolls to his right. He was in motion, and he's
injury situations.
Matt Jones may or may not play. We won't know till tomorrow. We hope that he will. Conflicting reports on that one. 43-yard line, third down and 15 for Pulaski Academy. Thrash drops back. They're going to throw the screen pass. They've got it set up to Green. He eludes a man that slips. He's inside the 30-yard line, and another flag goes down.
Well, on a screen pass, you may have number 74 for Pulaski Academy. Matt Graves, the senior off stop. Pulaski Academy on third and long.
Pulaski Academy has been plagued by penalties since those two first drives that resulted in touchdowns. Thrash goes back. He's got good protection. He's got a receiver, Gillett, deep. He caught it inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. That was Gillett, and he had a step on his man, and Thrash put that ball right in his hands.
Rick Schaefer, you cannot throw that ball on that post pattern any better than Adam Thrash threw that last pass. It was on the money, on a line, in perfect stride. Pulaski Academy, this staff has in Adam Thrash and this offense. What a play.
He threw it absolutely perfectly. Gillett had one step on the defender. That's all it took. Down the middle of the field. He caught the ball at about the 6. Now they spot the ball at the 4 rather than the 2. So that's a pickup of 40 yards on that play. 40 yards, longest play of the night for PA or for either team. It's first and goal at the 4-yard line. Green's the deep back. He takes the handoff. He's hammered as soon as he gets through the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, leading 14-0 early in the fourth quarter. Green is still the deep man. Thrash with a long count. He fakes it to Green. He rolls to his right. He throws it away. Thrash was on that
well,
one,
he
Marcus.
did not. You've got to get outside of the hash,
Okay.
and he
You're
did
right.
not break the hash before he threw the ball. He would have needed to drift a little more to his right and get outside of the hash mark in order for that not to be intentional grounding.
That's going to be intentional grounding. It'll be a 5-yard penalty and loss of downs, so the ball will come back to the 9-yard line.
Big mistake by Thrash.
Well, it's more than a 5-yard penalty.
Exactly.
They are, intentional grounding was a 5-yard penalty and loss of down, but it's more than that. The ball is spotted all the way.
On there.
3rd down and goal from the 19-yard line for Pulaski Academy. That was a 15-yard penalty plus loss of down. Thrash fires, and it's caught by
This offense, this PA offense has, they played together for 3 years in a row now. Every year, one of the top competitors in 7-on-7, and they just transfer that to the football field offensively.
Now it's 4th down and 8 from the 8-yard line. Goal to go from the 8. Thrash rolls to his left away from the pressure. They've got his receivers well covered. He throws into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Gillett tried to make a diving catch. He was in the vicinity. Thorpe was in the vicinity. 2 defenders were in the vicinity, and the ball fell harmlessly to the ground. Stuttgart holds.
And Thrash, trying to make the throw as he rolled to his left, actually lost his footing and was throwing the football while he was falling to the ground.
Back, he runs the quarterback draw. He finds an opening, and wow, did he get popped.
Oh, my!
That's Green, and that's why he's being recruited. He's got
Absolutely.
speed, and what a hit at the 15.
Just the perfect form tackle as that's a decleater as
Cunningham is the running back, along with Holt. Holt gives it to him, and Pulaski's defense gives it to Cunningham. They were there right away, and that tackle was made by... Needs 2 scores to catch up to Pulaski Academy. They won't get many possessions left. This is a big 3rd and 3. Holt's going to throw it. He gets good protection. He throws it, and McDonald dropped it. That would have been a 1st down at about the 27-yard line, and that one was thrown perfectly and went right through his hands.
Oh, you got to make those catches if you're going to win ball games. Pass very...
4th and 4 from the 14. Holt is back. He's hit. He's sacked at the 6-yard line. Stoltz came back in the game. He's back in the game, and Stoltz made that tackle, a sack at the 6-yard line, and that ends. Bobby Bowling figured he didn't have much to lose because if they punted the ball away, PA would be on their end with about 8 minutes to go and a 2-touchdown lead. Now, PA has 1st and goal at the Stuttgart 5. What a play, and give Stoltz credit. That is one competitor. He hurt it.
Academy defensively.
You know, I think Stoltz came in just for that play, Marcus. I've been watching the sidelines. There's either motion or offsides. We'll have to wait and see.
Excellent health right now.
The ball's back to the Stuttgart 5. Both teams have been penalized 5 yards. It's 1st down. The ball is faked to the up man. It's pitched to Green. He's around the right side. Touchdown for Pulaski Academy. Green scores from 5 yards out, and PA leads 20-0.
Just a simple pitch to Stephen Green, who has been outstanding offensively and defensively. Green, by far the fastest player on the football field tonight, takes that pitch sweep and outruns everybody to the corner of the end zone for what should be the deciding touchdown.
8:36 to go in the game. Pulaski Academy now with a 20-0 lead. Stuttgart's defense tired in the first half, but still did a tremendous job against PA's offense after that second possession. But giving up the ball at your own 5, a little much for anybody to overcome. PA, they don't kick it. They go for 2 each time. And they'll do it with Green in the backfield behind Thrash. Thrash goes back. He was going to throw the lob pass, and now he's going to have to eat it. He gets sacked, and the 2-point try fails. Pulaski on their first possession of the 3rd quarter, but it died at the Pulaski Academy 16. Here's a high kickoff. It's taken at the 29-yard line. It's run up to the 40-yard line.
That's how you get the experience to get better. You get out there and play, and that's what they're doing against a quality PA team tonight.
Brad Holt's the quarterback. Cunningham's back there with him. 2 wide right, 2 wide left, and there goes another flag. We haven't had enough of those lately. That's going to be a substitution penalty against Stuttgart.
The rule is you can't break the huddle.
Springdale game. Springdale has sent 2 blockers at him all the time, made it very difficult for him. They knew how good he was, and he has really hung in there tonight despite hurting his knee at one point, and he got a big sack a minute ago. Holtz back to pass. He fires, and the pass is complete. Up over the 50-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down.
Lived up to their names and reputations. Defensively, again, for Pulaski Academy, I think they're the key to this team, and they performed extremely well tonight.
Holt takes the snap. Here comes pressure. He eludes it. He fires. It's going to be a first down at the Pulaski Academy 42. The receiver is Jet Jones, another underclassman. He's a junior, and John Reese is hurt. He's holding his below his knee. Let's again hope that's nothing serious. Pulaski Academy, fortunate that Stoltz came back in the game. And again, they are massaging a bit, and let's hope maybe it's a cramp or something, because so many of these players have gone both ways, Marcus, that you could see some cramps late in this game.
Well, and the way with the weather here too, some rain early, but the humidity has kind of hung around, and when you're in that uniform running up and down with high humidity, you lose quite a bit of moisture, and that's when those cramps start to come early. Also playing both ways, those guys got to get those fluids in there, and looks the way the trainer is bending that leg back and stretching it, looks to be a cramp.
They are working on Reese on the field. It'd be a good time for us to take this time out. 8:12 to go in the football game. Pulaski Academy 20, Stuttgart nothing.
The Thrash Law Firm is a proud sponsor of Pulaski Academy football. Good luck to the players and the coaches tonight as the Pulaski Academy Bruins take on the Stuttgart Ricebirds. And the Thrash Law Firm especially salutes the Pulaski Academy class of 2004. Thrash Law Firm says go Bruins and beat the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Thrash Law Firm since 1998. They're located at 1101 Garland Street, or give them a call at 374-1058. That's the Thrash Law Firm at 374-1058.
It's been over a decade since the Razorbacks and the Longhorns have met on the...
Stuttgart quarterback is not. He swarmed under for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to throw on first down. Stuttgart also in motion. Pulaski Academy declines the penalty. There's a throw by Holt intended for Lockwood, and he was open, and the ball went through his fingertips. He leaped. Might have mistimed his leap a little bit, and then that ball went right through his hands. It would have been a gain of about 10. Instead, it brings up 3rd down and 12 for Stuttgart.
Rick, got to say I'm very impressed, especially in this second half. Granted, Pulaski Academy is playing prevent defense, playing off of those receivers. A lot of zone cover, too. However, Holt is putting the ball
accurate. Holt goes back. He's got some room to run. Instead, he throws it late, and it's incomplete. And let's hope they pay attention to the scoreboard, because that was accurate. Now the officials are turning around and pointing to go. PA starts at its own 46-yard line. Well, the guy operating the scoreboard, I'll give him credit. He had it right. There's a hand off up the middle to Green. He picks up 3 yards. At this game, it's accurate to the quarterback with Green over there. They've got their entire offensive line lined up in front of the Stuttgart bench over there. 2 wideouts to the right. Let's see what happens here. Thrash, the ball snaps straight to Green. He's the lead blocker, and that play doesn't work as well as they had hoped. He ends up picking up about 3 yards.
And they're on the play, Mr. Brett Helms, a guy that just lined up over the center.
Guard has 3 people in the interior. They're covering the men on the right, man-to-man. 2 wide receivers to the right. All the linemen are on the left side, and Stuttgart has to take its defenders over there. Thrash goes back, and he wanted to throw down the middle. Here comes the pressure, and Thrash gets rid of it. He throws it away, and he went outside that 48. Thrash is back. He's going to punt it, and does so. Nobody back there for Stuttgart. This is a high wobbler. It gets a pretty good Pulaski bounce, and now it starts rolling back. The ball
Field inside a grilled tortilla.
Sounds like Steve threw a wrong. Details. Certain restrictions apply. Subject to credit approval. See your participating BMW dealer for details. Offer only valid on contracts assigned to BMW Bank of North America, BMW Financial Services.
In just moments is the Sonic High School football score.
And you heard it. Stuttgart has run a couple of plays. Barnett for 1 yard and for 4 yards. It's 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line. Barnett looked like he was going to get a first down, and Stoltz got out there in a hurry here. The play clock is down to 7 seconds, and I'm not sure they're going to get it.
298. That's 223-9298. Reese Development says, go Bruins, go.
Dad, can you tell me how to write? Dad, Coxwell Motors does spell saving.
Cogswell Motors, Highway 9B Marlton, exit 108 on I-40, directly across the street from St. Anthony's Hospital, or online at cogswellmotors.com.
Coca-Cola is proud to be involved in high school athletics and academics in the state of Arkansas. Now, as you all know, Diet Coke is my drink of choice.
The Razorbacks play here. The Hogs 100,000-watt home. 103.7 The Buzz.
And play defense with the best of them.
Be tough to pick our Taco Bell player of the game. We're thinking about Green. We're thinking about Thrash. We're thinking about Reese. We're thinking about Stoltz. It's a tough decision. That ball's given to Green. Green slips outside a tackle. He's up over the 35. He's showing his speed now. Gets over the 40-yard line.
Wow.
And exciting run by Green. And you can tell the Stuttgart defense, they're still playing hard, but they're getting a little bit tired.
Wow.
He is over to the Pulaski Academy bench, bending over. He's played offense, defense. He played nearly every snap tonight. There's a direct snap to the running back who replaced Green. Thrash throws a block and wiped out Haley Pazan. Pazan ends up getting some yards. Thrash blocked two defenders to their feet. Wasn't that something?
Showing his toughness and leadership ability, Thrash leading the sweep, pitch sweep.
A 10-yard gain for Pazan, and that's going to give Pulaski Academy a first down at the Stuttgart 45-yard line. 20-0, Pulaski Academy, 1:58 to go in a football game. Don't forget the high school scoreboard show with Randy Rainwater. There's less than 2 minutes to go in the contest.
New quarterback.
And it's going to be a quarterback draw, and it's going to be a successful play of 9 yards.
Now for Pulaski Academy as the seniors are being brought out of the game. John M. Reese, Thrash on the last play. Stephen Green, the first out as a senior, all receiving big ovations from this partisan crowd.
Brandon Frywell is now into the game. He's in there as a wide receiver. Newell stays in at quarterback. He will probably...
Season in practice every day. Let them get a taste of game action here with just a few minutes left in the game.
And now we're down to 39 seconds. Probably 2 snaps left in this game. Newell's going to take it out of the shotgun. Instead, they snap directly to the back. He's up over the 50, and by a score of 20-0, we'll be back with a post game right after this.
Razorback fans, are you ready for the classic rivalry? It's Arkansas versus Texas this Saturday on 103.7 The Buzz. Catch every second of the action right here on The Buzz. Pre-game begins Saturday morning at 9:30. Kickoff at 11. Matt Jones and company will have to bring game as they tackle the top-ranked Texas Longhorns. It's the Hogs and the Longhorns this Saturday morning on Central Arkansas's home of the Hogs.
Had one yesterday. What do you think?
About what?
The burrito. You like it?
Oh, yeah. I think it's spicy.
No, it's not that spicy.
Okay. But they are
Spicy. Yeah, I remember it being a little spicy and really satisfying.
and spicy.
Usually they kind of join things after the coach is finished, but Kevin Kelly is addressing not only the players but the student body out there after Pulaski Academy comes up with a big 20-0 victory. Let's recap the scoring, and really the game was decided on the first 2 possessions. Pulaski Academy was backed up on its own 29 after Stuttgart returned the opening kickoff 56 yards. Pulaski Academy stopped them right there in their tracks and then drove 71 yards in 10 plays. Thrash threw to John Reese for a 2-yard touchdown on 3rd and 2, and then he hit Thorpe for a 2-point try. And with 2:36 to go in the first quarter, Pulaski Academy had an 8-0 lead. 2 plays later, Stuttgart fumbled at its own 41-yard line. It took Pulaski Academy, it took them 8 or 7 plays to, 8 plays from the Stuttgart 41-yard line. 41 yards, 8 plays. Thrash threw the touchdown pass to Reese again, a 6-yard touchdown. They tried for 2 and didn't make it. At that point, they were 7 of 8 throwing for 81 yards, and they built a 14-0 lead. That's where it stayed. Stuttgart had a nice drive in the third quarter. They drove from the Pulaski Academy 47 to the 16, but they were stopped on downs at the 16-yard line. And finally, Pulaski Academy scored again, but it was because Stuttgart went for 4th and 4 from its own 14-yard line. They got sacked for a 9-yard loss, and then Pulaski Academy got the ball at the 5. Both teams were penalized 5 yards, and then on 1st and 5, Green ran 5 yards for the touchdown to make it 20-0 as the 2-point try failed. That was all the scoring. Pulaski Academy wins it 20-0 with a great defensive effort and a solid offensive performance. They'll be on our broadcast again next week when when Pulaski Academy plays Warren. We'll be back to wrap up the Taco Bell High School Game of the Week right after this.
It's time. Football season